Let me introduce you to the Montana mask. This mask is a 3D printed mask using the material PLA. It's just a plastic material that's rigid. It has a hole here where you can put a patch of filter material, and on the back side what we've done is put a seal to improve its functionality. One of the really great things about this mask, the highlight really, is that you can take patches of an existing surgical mask and cut it up into 6 patches. So you take an existing mask, cut it up into 6 patches. You then take that patch, put it over the hole here, and the frame is a press fit and makes a nice seal so that you can put that. So this has been really great. It will multiply the existing inventory by 6 times. The nice thing about the plastic is, if heated, can mold to the face, so it can be custom molded. This has been a really great design that we like to use. Once the seal is in place, like I mentioned, you can form this. So you can do this by using a hair dryer or dip it in some hot water. So what I normally do is take the hair dryer and just warm it up. Usually the fit's by the nose. Just on hot, you can start to see it's getting a little softer. So as you push those in, you can tighten up that area in the nose, which is usually the fit that needs to be adjusted. And then this really can be customized to each individual's face. Well, now that you've seen the mask and how it works, with using just a filter patch from a existing N95 filter or surgical mask, press fitting it in here, having a good seal around here, having quality and being able to clean it and reuse the outer part, you should now fit test this. Take it to your occupational health and do a quantitative particle test with an N95 filter patch. Look at your results and compare it with ours. Be very comfortable that you, your hospital employees, your nurses, doctors are all protected. One surgical mask can be cut up into 6 patches, multiplying your mask inventory by 6 times. That will be very helpful. So let me show you how to cut filter patches from this is a particular surgical mask, but let me show you how to cut those patches and how you can take one mask and make 6 patches for one mask. So we'll take this. What we want to do is cut the edges off this mask. That pulls it out there like this, and we'll cut off a little bit of the excess on the bottom. Okay, so it has to be a little bit bigger because we want a good seal around, so we'll use this as a guide. You can get a template, and then we'll flip this over. We usually put the side that is normally on the outside, just as it is oriented when you're wearing it. We'll put this right here. Press fit it in there like that. And there you go. That's a nice fit, tucked in very, very tight. It's a good press fit. Okay, so now what we want to do is show you how this can be cleaned. Let's say this mask has been used and now we are wanting to reuse it. So we'll take the filter out. We'll put that in right there. We'll throw the filter away. If it's an N95 and you're reusing them, I put those in a paper bag. And then I'll take a hospital grade disinfectant wipe and just really get it nice and clean. So just wipe over all of the areas, front, inside. Get really in there, nice and clean. Go on the inside. There's a gasket in here on this particular one, so we want to get all that cleaned off. We can even spray it with some spray and let it sit for a little bit. So we just get this nice and clean on the inside. And then it's pretty saturated, so we'll just let that set for just a moment and we'll get the filter frame cleaned off as well. So we'll just clean all of this. Get that nice and cleaned off. This technique is different than ordinary mask. You would just take the ordinary mask and throw it off and throw it away. But when we're reusing parts, we have to make sure that they're really clean. We should mention that you always need to wash your hands after taking the mask off. Just like any other time, avoid touching your face or your nose or eyes. And just get this nice and clean. All right, so with hospital grade disinfectant wipes, as well as with some spray, you can get that nice and clean and disinfected for the next time we want to use it.